If you ever wanted to level up your sales game, or you are trying to improve your current sales team performance, or you are looking to find out what spin selling is actually all about, then this video has been made just for you. So spin selling is essentially a sales methodology, meaning that in order to apply it, you have to follow certain rules. Spin selling was initially developed in 1980s by Neil Rackham, author of the book by the same title, so Spin Selling, after an extensive, and I mean extensive, research. It is designed to improve the effectiveness of sales interactions and closing rates. And since 1980s, it has been widely adopted by sales professionals, sales teams throughout the world. I have personally implemented spin selling in both of my past businesses, and it worked like a charm. I was able to improve closing rates, I was able to increase customer satisfaction, and I was able to actually sell more than ever. So what spin selling is actually all about? So SPIN stands for situation, problem, implication, and need payoff. These are essentially the stages that your customers are going through in the sales process, and at each and every one of these stages you should ask a certain questions, preferably open-ended questions, in order to identify certain things. So the first stage, situation stage, is meant to get background information from your customers. So questions like, can you tell me about your current process? Or what systems are you using now? Are the ones that are being asked on this stage. Of course, you can have multiple other questions that will be tailored to your product or service. The only goal here is to get the background information and to ask open-ended questions. The second stage is the problem stage. In this stage, as the name stands, you should identify clients' problems. And what is important, you should do this using the same methodology, so asking open-ended questions. A couple of examples might include: what challenges are you facing right now with your current solution? What are the issues that are slowing down your process? And the next stage, so implication stage, starts to be real fun. Because after learning these informations about the background and about the problems of your customers, your goal is to highlight the problem of your customers and at the same time make them realize that this is causing them some serious consequences. A couple of questions that you may ask in this stage include things like, how does this problem affect your overall efficiency? Or, for example, what costs are associated with these challenges? So what are you doing here is that you are being curious about the situation, but you are digging deeper. So you are helping your customer realize that not only they have some background and not only they have a certain problem, but this problem is actually leading to some serious consequences within their organization. And I know that this might seem pretty vague, but once properly implemented, spin selling can turn the things around when it comes to sales process, because your customers, they are being presented with a solution that not only serves their needs but also does something to their problems, to their challenges, and so on and so forth. I hope you get the drift. Before I'll move to the next one, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are finding this video interesting. So the next and final stage is the need payoff. So you are actually summarizing all of the information that you have discovered so far, and you are presenting or soft presenting the solution to these problems, but you are doing this presentation by asking open-ended questions. It can look like this. How would solving these problems affect your overall operations? What benefits do you see from a more efficient process? Or if you were to implement a solution that does XYZ, how would that affect this and that? And you are helping them not only discover their problems, not only realize how impactful these problems are, but also what will be changed in their organizations if they decide to go with your solution. So spin selling might not be so easy to implement, but once done, it can work miracles, not only in terms of how your salespeople are perceiving the sales conversations. Instead of having monologues and dull presentations, they are actually discovering the needs. That's the first one. And the second one is that your customer satisfaction is increased because people are realizing that what their problems actually are, and you know how to solve them. Just to give you an idea about a couple of benefits that come with implementing spin selling. It helps your sales force to build deeper relationships with your customers because of the more consultative approach. It will definitely, and I mean definitely, increase your closing rates by addressing real issues and providing tailored solutions. And if you are not using any sales methodology right now whatsoever, I can guarantee you that it will increase your numbers. As simple as that. And the last thing that is magical about spin selling, and I already highlighted this in this video, is that it involves customer within the discovery process. And this can really change the dynamics of the whole thing, and it can really help you get more sales. So how do you actually apply the spin selling, right? And I think that it is an iterative process. So you have to first and foremost have a workshop with your sales team or analyze your own sales process. Try to think about the open-ended questions for each and every stage, and then you have to actually exercise this. It's not like just coming up with a list of questions and giving them to salespeople, hoping that they will work with it. You have to be diligent, you have to change things around, you have to implement these things in order for them to embed themselves within your process, within your organization actually. But once you do that, then the magic starts to happen. If you found this video helpful, let me know by giving us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about spin selling methodology or any other things around sales or marketing or whatever, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.